Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode here at Grizzly Talk. Here with your co-host at Mike on the mic. I'm here with the wonderful,
David Alvarez F _.
and we got a special guest here with us, Mr. JonnyJon. Man, how you doing today?
What's up? What's up, guys? Thank you so much for inviting me. Honestly, I feel like things are happening. Like things are moving. Like when you like start to do something, like you start to see a vision and you start like working at it, eventually you learn as you grow and then things are happening. And then there's times where like you have to show up to like an event or you have to meet new people for the first time. And it's scary. Like trust me, guys, it's scary. It's like you get like nervous, you kind of don't really like don't know what to do, and then you be like, oh, but these people are total strangers, what am I gonna do? And then I feel like those are just thoughts running in your mind, in your head. Those are just thoughts, so it's really just you between you, because a lot of people say, oh, F them haters. Me, I can't personally say that because it's like, who's hating on me? I feel like I just started. And then they say once you get things going, then like haters will come along. But in a way, like for me to say, oh, F the haters, it's like who am I really like saying F you to? Like really nobody. I haven't really heard anything or nothing. So it's just like you just go as you learn, long as you get out there. One thing I learned is you gotta get out of the house. If you're in the house, I feel like you won't really like get much far. Unless you have like a laptop, about crypto and all that stuff. And you just start,
Yeah.
you just start drop shipping or whatever it is, you have some online business that's like very successful. But when it comes to like marketing and promoting yourself, you gotta get comfortable being in front of the camera. And that's what I noticed because a lot of people get clout in a way and then they start to like market off that clout. Like they'll get some type of like 15 minutes of fame and then I guess they'll get like
They got to capitalize on that sort of thing.
right.
But like you were saying, you have to get uncomfortable in order to grow and get out of the house. And
Yes.
I saw your post today as well, right? You were talking about how at the beginning of the year you started something that you had
Right.
no idea what it was gonna grow into. You want to talk about a little bit how that started or where it started? Like, what was your first, or maybe before we go into that, sorry, kind of sidetracking here, but what do you do? What would you say, like, in present time that you do now that you have figured out compared to when you started?
Like what I do, like as
Right now. Yeah, right now.
well, first I would do photography. Just take photos here, take photos there, go to events, and then I was like, how can I really get out there? And then since like the Hispanic community, there's a lot of grupos, so I'm like, I'll just like message them and hang out with them because they're always needing photographers. So I just started to like hang out with them at clubs, private parties, and then I started to like know more people. Then eventually I was like, this isn't really working out, because it's you need a lot of experience. And then at the same time I'm like, it's nice, but like then I felt like maybe I could do something else. Like I want to get like recommendation. Then I realized there's people around me that have their own business, they're doing their other things. I'm like, how can I be more resourceful to them? What else can I do? What else can I bring to the table, I guess? And then I was like, how about I promote them? Because there's times where they'll promote themselves on their own social media platform, but it would just be like a quick little video, like a little CapCut video, little TikTok video, just something real quick. And I'm like, how about I just talk to the people so they can talk, so the people can know how I sound, how they sound. And then, yeah, I just started promoting little by little. So, and then people ask me, how do you get these people to agree with you? That's the thing. I don't. I really don't. I just pull up to the scene. Like once it's there, I'm like, hey, and I just show them my mic, and I'm like, hey, can you hold this real quick? Like, yeah, what is this? I'm like, can you look over there? I'm like, what's up, guys? My name is JonnyJon, and I'm here with, and then we just make it happen. Like we just like, I just make it happen. I don't
Yeah.
really like text them over like, hey, are you down to do this? Are you down to do that? 'Cause it's like, I don't know. I don't want people to look at me. Oh my God. I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna happen. So I just pull up. Like how
Oh,
people say, damn, bro really pulled up. So yeah, that's what I do. I just when I see somebody that whether if they're an artist, club promoter, whether they're doing something out of the ordinary, something that's like their own like self-employed entrepreneur, whatever it is, that's what I do. I just go and I just promote them and see where it leads.
yeah.
And usually it's been going well.
Oh yeah.
I know recently you had a post go super viral. You want to talk a little bit about
yeah,
that?
yeah, exactly.
What did that feel like, or what was? Can you tell us
Right.
about it?
Okay, first of all, I've always wanted to feel like what's it like having your phone just bing 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 just blown up with a whole bunch of notifications, you know. Now I know what it felt like. So my 15 seconds of fame, I got it. Oh, thanks to all the TikTokers out there, everybody that saw it. So basically that night I was already there hanging out with some friends, taking photos. And then the person I was with, I already knew who they were. I did another video with their one of their siblings. So at the end of it, at the end of the show, I was like, you know what? There's a perfect time, perfect moment. I think I'm gonna do another one with that person to promote where we're at. So it just happened real quick. Like I tell the security, hey bro, here, hold this. Here's a tip. I give him a tip real quick. Here, hold this phone. Then the person came next to me and I'm like, hey, can you hold this? I'm like, look. Like, what's up, guys? I'm JonnyJon. I'm here with. Where are we at? And then
And who are you with?
the person?
Yeah, who was the
Oh,
person?
she was one of the bottle girls that works there at the club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What club were you at?
Aldo's.
Aldo's.
Aldo's. Her name's Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Yeah, so shout out to Anna.
Man,
And then,
that's crazy.
so it just happened, and then I felt like I should have posted on IG too. Whatever, like when, because I feel like I have more of a, how do you call it? More of a fan base on there, like very well known on IG. But I just posted on TikTok just to see what's up, and then next thing you know, it just went viral. Usually because her, she's
Yeah. No, girls are a cheat code. We
right.
figured
Yes,
that out.
especially her. She's very well known. She just hit like 300K, I think, on TikTok.
Oh,
But yeah,
shit.
she's super cool, super
Oh
nice.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so when it happened, I was like, okay, gotta keep up the momentum. And then I posted another video. It went completely down, completely flopped.
Yeah.
But then I was like, it still gave me like an idea of what else I can do on how to like promote myself and market myself. It's basically just as long as I'm standing in front of the camera and talking and saying something, just so people can know how I look, how I talk, how how I sound, because usually just like taking a photo and just like or posting where you're at, it really doesn't do much. It really doesn't do much. So I'm like, I want to get some type of publicity.
Something that's different.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, I just want to talk to the people so they can know who I am. So they won't think like I'm some a-hole or whatever, some guy who thinks he's all bad or whatever. Because that's the thing too about it. A lot of people think that like you're bad, like in a way, like you'll see somebody doing something and then you'll be like, oh, this fool thinks he's bad. So I didn't want that. I didn't want people
Yeah.
to think that I'm bad.
Now, I think people could kind of see the authenticity through the videos, and you're just promoting your friends and people that you're
Right.
able to meet. So like from feeling like super nervous, like meeting somebody new, do you think that's gone away a little bit? Do you feel like the confidence is starting to
Yes,
come through?
most definitely. I would definitely agree with that because in the beginning, and I'm talking like in the very beginning, that confidence, I would need this thing called liquid courage. That's when
Yeah.
so like alcohol, obviously, I'm pretty sure a lot can relate to that. And then it was just really bad because alcoholism is bad. It's very terrible. It's really like it really just strips away everything from you, your identity, your integrity, hopes and dreams, your job, like straight out the window,
Yeah. No, what it does is like it just makes you lazy. Like you're not being productive. You're not being productive the day you drink or the following day.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone like me personally, I feel shameful afterwards. Like it's like, damn, why did I do that? I should have
They call
just
it the anxiety.
yes, like that. So, in the beginning, I wouldn't need to do that, just have confidence. But then I'm like, what's the point? I mean, it's really whether if I'm intoxicated or not, it really doesn't matter. So I rather just stay sober because being intoxicated in a way, it kind of like it makes you think you're like in a way like unstoppable, but you're not. There's always somebody bigger than you out there in public. So it makes you like lash out and act immature. And that's one thing that I don't want my fan base to know. Be like, oh, this guy's kind of immature. No, never mind. Let's not do a video with him. So, but that confidence, yeah, I could definitely feel it. It's like it's well, it did take me a long time to get here.
Yeah.
Cause I like I was saying, I had it to be intoxicated just to talk and speak to people, but no, I don't.
Yeah.
So I do feel it that I am being more confident. So it's not like Like the shyness, like yeah, it's going away. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Either I just stay home and not do this, or just show up and do this.
Yeah, and get it
Yeah.
done.
Right.
Oh
And I'm
yeah.
here and everything's fine.
No,
I'm
you
not sweating or shaking or anything.
Yeah.
Everything's fine, everything's cool.
You're here fired up, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
You
Yeah.
talked about the haters earlier. Honestly, I think you shouldn't even worry about haters because all they do is like boost up your stuff. So
Yes.
you could comment, like say a hater comes and comments and you're
Mm-hmm.
coming back. If you guys get into a fight on the comment section, it boosts your video up. So
Yes, because that video on TikTok, I was looking at it. Honestly, the hate, the negativity, it's like it's a real thing. It could
I
really
didn't
like
see. I didn't go through the comments on your post, but
Mm-hmm.
how many videos did that, or how many views did that video get?
well now it's at 1.1 million.
Uh-huh.
And then the comments, I think it's like 50K comments, just like a whole
Oh.
like a whole bunch of like just random people just hating on me, on the girl, hating on the club, hating on just desperately trying to, that's the thing, like you're just desperately trying to find something on. So you can't really please people. You're not gonna, so that's the thing too that I'm starting to realize. Like if I'm gonna do this, just try to like not please people. Try to please, I guess, God. Honestly,
Yeah.
please God, man. Don't please people. Don't look for people's approval. Look for God's approval.
And
You know?
your own too. You
Yes.
know? Yeah, obviously it's God first, but we also have to align within ourselves to
Mm-hmm.
when we think about who we are, is that something that we're happy with? Are we happy with the person, that we are whenever we make decisions?
Well, I can tell you this. I was not happy who I was before. I was just like so miserable. I
Why
honestly,
would you say that? Why would you say that?
like, cause I was like in a way desperate, just trying to like get out there, get known, and just meet new people. Have new friends. Try to like even like in a way just just to someone be like, oh, this guy's cool, he's interesting, he's doing something, instead of just going to work and coming home and that's about it.
Yeah.
And then like living up for the weekend, like just hanging out with friends. But it's like it's not like in a way like my phone will be dry. That's what I'm trying to say. Like just dry, just scrolling, not really much going on. I'm like, dude, I need to do more. There's more I can do. Like, how can I get out there? And then that's when it just hit me to start doing this. To just you just really just gotta get out there, get out of your comfort zone.
And do you think through like getting out of your comfort zone, you've been able to hit this point, maybe you're not fully where you want to be, but now you have, like you said, that confidence, or maybe you don't have that feeling anymore, like, hey, I'm actually doing something.
Yes, I definitely do feel the confidence. I just hope I can like find a way to like market myself and promote myself, and just so basically just like promote other people's businesses. That way I can grow in a way to have my own business one day.
What kind of business would you like to have?
That's the thing. That right there, that's the thing. I really don't know. That's why I'm just going with the flow. But I hope I do get a business in a way. Something that can be resourceful to others. Be like, oh wow, this is like really good work. And to the point where it's like you get like paid for your work.
Yeah. What kind of message are you trying to put out to the people?
That if you guys have an idea, if you guys have a logo, a brand, whatever it is you guys want to do, just go for it. Don't think about it too much, because the more you think about it, you'll start to doubt it. And then once you start to doubt it, you'll start to ask people for their opinion. And once you ask for someone's opinion on your idea, that's what these go downhill, because people will add it to their life. And you're supposed to add it to your life, like to your idea, like it's your idea, not their idea.
Your perception.
Right. So it's best to just like work in silence, honestly, and just try to figure out what goes with you, go with the flow. Try to create some kind of content, or just save up money and then just, buy a camera, do something with it. Anything with like technology, even if it's like canvas frames or like something that's just going to like benefit you. So like a lot of people may feel like, oh man, I hate my job. Well, that job, just try to save up money and then just try to figure out what can you do, like what can you invest in, something like that. So whatever business you have, just go for it. Don't tell nobody about it in the beginning. Like,
Just let it ride and show people what you've been able to do.
right, it's
Yeah.
always best to talk to somebody who's on the same path, and then maybe they can give some resources. Maybe they can help you out in some way, in other ways. like whether if it comes to like financial issues or materialism, whatever the case may be. But if you're just like chilling, hanging around, asking your coworkers or your family members or just your buddies, um, you're not really gonna get much far because a lot of people like they're gonna fill you up with thoughts, and then you're gonna start doubting yourself. You're gonna start doubting your plan, your goal, and that's where like I feel like that's where broken dreams and broken hope builds.
Yeah.
Once you start telling people about your
Did anybody ever try to stop you from doing what you're doing now?
no, not really. Honestly, I just been going with it. A lot of people have been noticing, but nothing bad. Like nothing like, oh, you should just stop. You should just stop. If anything, me, because I keep saying in the beginning of the videos, I always say my name. I'm like, I think I should stop because people already know, or I feel like it sounds too corny or cringy. So, but no, none of that stuff. If it's so, like I said, it's just you. It's just you versus you.
Yeah. You know,
That's what-
one thing that we had recently is there was this hater like that came on our pod, and I remember it was a pod some time ago where I was like, I can't wait till we get some haters. You know, that means you're
Oh.
doing something right.
Right.
And we had one before, but I feel like that was like
He came here.
no,
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 no.
no.
It was just like on our page, like in our
Oh,
comment section, right?
right,
But we
right.
don't have videos blowing up, doing that many comments and things like that, right? On
Right.
Instagram. But there was one recently, and then I was thinking about it because I saw, and it was something along the lines of a bunch of nobodies talking to nobodies, or
Yeah, it's like look at these nobodies talking about nobodies. And it's like
Right. No,
yeah,
I
basically. And I thought, I was like, you know what do you think like what would it take to get to me to actually care about what somebody else said about me, right? And I was thinking like I only listen to people that are doing that have something that I want, but are also doing great in an area of a life, in an area of their life where maybe I'm not doing so good, or maybe I want to do better, right? And it's like that's the only reason to listen to somebody is if you want to better some sort of area of your life.
yeah. And then these people that are hating, they're their private accounts, or they have no pictures. So it's like, yeah.
exactly.
But the reason to respond is to up your algorithm. So
Yes, I know exactly what you guys are
I
talking
didn't
about.
think about that.
that's the only reason I replied. I replied from
I
my
thought
page,
about
and-
replying, but I'm like, whatever. I don't
I
care.
told a buddy of mine, hey, on that video on TikTok, should I delete out those comments? He goes, no, bro, leave them. More comments, the better. That means
Yeah.
it'll go more viral. More people will look at it. It'll go across everybody's feed.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he
No,
was like, so in a way, it's kind of good, the comments, but they're
Mm-hmm.
bad. So people always say stay away from the comments, but sometimes you kind of want to be nosy, just see what's up, what are people saying. But there's people that I knew that commented, but I would reply to them like, cause like there are people that I've known, but there's always just random people, and those haters that you're talking about is usually just people that, in my perspective, that I've like known from like high school, or that where I live, I just see them around town, and it's just like how that cycle of you wake up, go to work,
Yeah.
you wake up, drive to work, go to work, lunch break, you drive home, and you just
And weekends come, drink,
right. So
or
it's
even
just-
drink after work is like the
Right.
rat race, I guess, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
the rat race, they say.
Rat race, 9 to 5, all that. You're just like in a cycle.
Mhm.
And then, in a way, because me personally, I would get mad sometimes when I would see some influencer or some motivational speaker like elevate me to do better. And then I would like get sidetracked and I would get mad looking at their posts like, this person, they think they're all bad. But the thing is, it's not that they're showing off that they're bad. They're just showing us or showing me what their life is like, what they
What's
built.
possible?
Yeah, like everything that they built. So it's like I'm home and they're out on vacation, but it's because they got there because they were building it. So they're just showing like what they have built. So it's like, well, what am I building? Nothing. I'm just building all this ball of hate and energy, and I'm just being all sad and miserable. I'm like, wait a minute, okay, you know what? That's when I felt like my brain just snapped. I'm like, you know what? Enough. I need to like break out of my shell, out of my comfort zone. I didn't get out of home, get out of the house, man. Just step out and just talk to people and just do something. And one of my favorite phrases I made, I don't know where I got it from, but I always say it at the end of every post. I always say, make something out of nothing.
Mhm.
So basically, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so for those that don't know, we're Fresno, California, right? And you're from a small town here in Fresno County. How do you go from, so they say Fresno is a big town with a it's small mentality, but you that are in a small town, how do you have such a big like mentality? How did you break out of that?
Because
Who's your biggest mentor
the biggest mentor, like the biggest
that
one,
helped you open, like David said, your mind like
oh
that?
man, okay. I feel like now this one I'm gonna get hate from, but it has to be Andrew Tate. I have to give him credit, honestly, because there's this one quote that he said that just like really just because we all have our own motivational speakers, whether if it's like Sylvester Stallone or Sam Sulik or just like any other
Or Alex Harmozy?
right, or Dana White or whoever it may be, you know. And that's one thing about Tate. He says something that's just like really stuck to me. Usually, very offensive. He was like, "You did nothing but." I could say anything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I could say anything.
Yeah.
He goes, "You did nothing but jerk off all year and chase some bitch around who left you anyways." And I'm like, "Damn!" I really took that one to the heart. I was like, "Damn, he's right. Is he talking about me?" I feel like he's talking about me.
He's talking to you, yeah.
Yes, I was like, he was talking straight to me. And there's so many other ones that he said, but that one right there, like, damn, it feels right. He goes, "You could have done this, or you could have done that. You had the beginning of the year, and now we're at the end. What have you done?" And then there's this one clip where he goes, "What have you done in the last 48 hours that's interesting? Tell me." I'm like, damn, it's kind of true in a way. Like, what have you done? Have you at least gone out of the house? Have you done something? So him, I'll definitely have to give it to him. And the next will be the people around my two pals from town. They have like multiple businesses. They have a car wash. They have a gym. One of them sells cars. The other one, he has this container. Like he bought this big old container, and in there he has this machine that prints. So he like if you need, you know, like in companies where they'll give out a sweater with the company logo.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
does.
Like embroidery
There you go.
or
Yeah, there
yeah,
you
screen
go.
printing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he does. So I seen him earlier and I said, "What's up to him?" I'm like, "Damn, bro, how much is this right here?" He was about like 1,300, like lightweight. I'm like, lightweight. I'm like, "God, dude, like 1,300, just sitting, like just chilling."
Yeah.
Well, I gotta like physically go to work, clock in, clock out, and wait to get paid, wait for direct deposit, wait for the government to look at it, then give me what
What's left over?
rights. It's just like, oh. But then he was telling me, "Bro, what you want to do, I know what you want to do, but just come up with the funds first, and then we'll get things going, because they have things going." So basically that's what I'm trying to say. I need to get things going. I feel like I'm running out of time. I feel like I'm getting old already. I gotta hurry up. I gotta step it up. I gotta go buy a house and get married now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Man.
But
No,
these are great. These are honestly, these are going great.
Yeah.
I feel it's true what they say from you could change within a year. It's all in your mindset. From last year to
100%.
now, I feel a huge shift.
Yeah.
yeah. You
Yeah.
say you don't know what you want to do, like, but like in your mind, you probably know like what it is. Like, is
Wow.
there anything you're like aiming for, like going more towards than the other?
Honestly, well, what I really wanted to do would just become a professional photographer and videographer, like full time.
Mhm.
You know, like one of my buddies, his name is Stunnagram,
Mhm.
Stunna, um, have what he does. You know, they'll invite him to an event and he'll record. He'll do like a recap of
Mhm.
the event, like that. But to get to that level, man, it's hard. It's hard
It
once you
takes a lot
start
of skill
once you
and
start working
experience.
at it.
Yeah.
Once you start climbing, it's like, oh God, it's like, and then you see people that are there already. It's like, oh man, this fool thinks he's all bad, but no, it's because like they worked already. They build their legacy. They build that business. So it's like, okay, bro, you gotta build yours because you're starting to go down south already. You're starting to like have these delusional thoughts in your head, thinking that these people are against you, but really it's just you against you. Nobody's against you.
Yeah. So, what would you say, like, if what would you say your ideal life and day in the life would look like? Like if you didn't have to, you had your own business, if you can wake up, do whatever you wanted for the day, whether that involves, a wife and kids or whether it involves, just having a good meal, hitting the gym. Like what does your ideal day look like?
First things first, when you wake up, pray. Encourage all of you guys out there, pray. Pray, and then get a workout in. Or it depends, whatever business is that I will be running, but get a workout in, and then just try to just as make as much, try to like make the whole day count. Try to do as much as you can, whether if it's helping someone, making a business, making a deal, meeting up with people, helping others promote their business as well, or just like booking as well too, like maybe booking a huge event for the weekend. And then yeah, just try to like make things happen.
Mhm.
Always try to be busy. Like I wanna like work, but not work like at a job company, like 9 to 5. Maybe work like my own work, my own
Exactly.
find my own work and just go for it. I just that's when the whole entrepreneurship mindset comes into play. Like find your own work and just shoot for the stars, I guess.
Yeah.
What's going on, Johnny John?
What's up? What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
Dude, thank you for coming, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, when I first messaged them, I was like, God, I hope I'm not being too pushy because there's been a couple of times I messaged them, but like right now we're during the holidays, so it's like they're probably busy. But there's times where I'm just fired up. I just want to like pop out and show out and go viral, reach the fame and fortune, richness, and all this stuff,
Yeah.
get fired up. So there's been multiple times I texted you guys, but like I said, hope we didn't get off on the wrong foot.
No, bro.
No, not at all.
Comment on that real quick.
Bro,
Yes,
hey,
yes.
hey, you mainly have been messaging me, bro. But I've been pushing to have you on.
You run the account, right?
We both go back. We both go back and forth. But
'Cause-
you were messaging me
Right.
originally. Remember, I'll tell you, I'm like, we got a spot for you, bro. I'm gonna get
Right.
you on.
And then he messaged me. I felt like you're like, hey, bro, handle this guy. I can't right now. I can't. But still, you guys welcomed me to come and sit down and do this, and I still said no. But
And people have different perspectives. Like for me, that shows commitment. Like, oh, he really wants to come on, so like, why not give him a chance? I
Right.
mean, many people have gave us a chance without us having anything in our belt. Like, and
Yeah.
like Anthony's Tacos. Shout out to them. Like,
They're one of our
I can't-
big.
like,
Yeah.
Anthony's Tacos.
We just came from there too.
we just came from
Yeah.
there. And
they're
dude,
cool. They're super cool.
dude, when we brought them on, like we didn't have anything. Like if it was me, I would have been like, I'm not going.
I would have looked at our page and been like,
No.
who wants us on? Like,
Yeah.
like.
But what I like about you guys is that you guys are like a team. That's one thing I realized. You gotta have a team. At least
100%.
one or two people around you, so you got more confidence. Someone to hold the mic and the camera and stuff. So it's good that you guys are like you three. Together. So it gives you more confidence. Me, it's just me. So that's why I gotta get big, strong as I possibly can, just in case somebody.
Yeah, just-
You never know. You never know. You never know. Just
They can get the left right.
Yes, because that's what I noticed too. Like when I'm out in public, looking all classy and fancy, like with nice clothes on with my camera, if somebody comes in, I guess a hater, we can say, comes and sees, and they'll look at me, they'll be like, "Oh, look at this fool! Like, nah, this guy right here. Let's take his stuff. Let's wait for him outside." That's what I'm saying. So you always gotta be ready. Always gotta be alert.
You know, one thing that my girlfriend taught me and that
Yeah.
I had never noticed,
she
people are typically rude to me. Like no, not typically, but some like randomly. And
Right.
I thought that was just normal to most people. But my girlfriend told me like, what, why? Like, the reason that they're like that with you, right? Is because you're good. I mean, and
Right.
good looking, and you have a certain thing about you. So like, the reason why they do that is because they're insecure.
I think
now
'cause
it's
of the-
like I never thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, maybe when people see me, they automatically think like, oh, this guy's a douchebag, and then like without even having talking to me at all, and then people that meet me like probably like Mike and David that now that they know me like very very intimately, they see the real side of me and like
Right.
they love me.
I think because of females too, because there's a lot of alpha male energy, and then when it comes to like hanging out with a lot of females, other men will feel left out. They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what does he have that I don't?" Nah, you know what? Screw this guy. and that's a lot of hate comes. Even I used to be like that too, but then I was like, then I started getting out there like, oh wow, it's all in my head. You know, it's really not what things are on social media. You just really gotta get out there. I mean, there's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
Well, hey, and typically when I come on, I just ask like a bunch of just quick questions, just because
Random
it's
question.
just as
I
fun.
think it's the hair. I even told him the hair. It looks all frizzy, all like skater no hater type of hair, or kind of like surfboard, something like that.
I gotta show you a picture of how it actually looks, but right now it's a mess. But
Not the
um,
reveal, bro. Yeah.
the first question is: do you have a plan like to become a promoter and make that as a living?
Yes, if it gets there, oh yes, I'm like whatever opportunity is ready, whatever door is open, I'm just going for it. Not even like second guessing it, and no more doubting myself at all.
Yeah,
Like,
where's the bag at, man? Like how do you put money from their pocket to your pocket? Do you have kind of like a blueprint of that, or not
yeah,
yet?
no, not yet. Like
No.
no, because like I said earlier, when I show up to the place, I just record right away. I just tell them, hey man, can you hold this mic, and then we just look at the camera. Then, so it's not like I did get a tip once though. One of my friends, she tipped me when we did the video, you know. But then at the same time, I kind of didn't like. I don't know, like I felt bad. It's because like her parents were there, so I felt like her parents were probably expecting like ABC Action News with the big old camera and the mic and everything with the tux ready to go, and it was just me like with my tripod and my mic.
Yeah.
But good thing the video quality came out nice, and then the audio. That's
Yeah.
that's like my main focus. That's like, you know, I gotta get the newest phone out there, and then the audio. Long as the audio is good.
Yeah.
Is there a formula for making like viral content, or do you think it's just like things just kind of take off on their own?
I'll tell you one thing: sex sells. Okay, we all know that. Sex sells.
You guys heard it here first. My OnlyFans is coming to you.
Hey, JonnyJon knows
Yes,
some.
exactly. Yes, that sells. So if you know, desperate times come to desperate measures, if it ever goes down south, you know, you could always do something that's within like that type of work. But I kind of don't want to like promote myself like that, because it's just wrong, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's very lustful, feeding the flesh, and it's very wrong in a way. But
Well, it's this one time we did this podcast, right? And I had these shorts on, and it did pretty well, you know. But you can kind of see right at the callejon.
right, yeah, because if you showing a lot of flesh, a lot of cleavage, that's always boosted it up. And then honestly, edits, because I see a lot of badass edits where there'll be like some girl like doing a little TikTok dance, and then it'll snap, and then there'll be somebody talking like some motivational thing, telling you to, you know, to get it together, you know, to wake up, get locked in, with like a Brazilian funk song at the end. I swear that's all I listen to ever since I got into it, like funk music, because I always bump that at the gym. It's always like wookie wook wookie wook brrr, like that, like just crazy ass funk music. So yeah, if you know how to edit too, like badass edits, or if you just know how to like really just, I guess, just piss people off. I think the three topics that really like piss people off will be religion, politics, and sports. Sports. I have to throw sports in there
Just
too.
something controversial.
If you just talk smack on that, a lot of people will listen to that, and it'll go viral.
Talking about religion, that was my next question. You mentioned God earlier. Like what does your relationship with God look like, and what does God mean to you?
You want to move your mic?
Oh yeah.
Wow, honestly, I've been watching a lot of videos like on YouTube. Okay, wow, let's just go all the way back. So I'm half Arabic. So a long time ago, I spoke to my biological father, and he told me, son, you need to convert to Islam, put your trust in Muhammad, and pray to Allah. At the time, I had no idea what he was talking about. I was just like banged out of my mind at the time. I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. Fast forward to today, I started realizing that Islam is not the way. It's not the way. I started to learn what Christ really did on the cross when he died for our sins. That's why a lot of people hate God, because bad things happen. Because a lot of bad things happen to me too. It's because he gives us a free will to do things. You know, like to get into fight, to drive drunk, to you know, smoke weed in public. You have a free will to do that. He's not stopping you. You know, it's all on you. You just, the thing is, life has consequences. And that's when people get mad. Because
One of the sorry to interrupt you, but one of the things that I just came across and learned was that at the beginning of conscious, like from the minute that we were made self-aware of ourselves and just being conscious, that was
Right.
the same time that we were made, we brought evil to the world, because once you know what hurts you, you can hurt somebody else. And I feel like that is one thing that is like, that's why we have that free will. You know, we choose what we want.
Yes,
And
exactly.
since we have the, we were made conscious, uh you know, that sort of thing,
It's
like.
just that freedom of choice, like you said, the
Mhm.
freedom, like the free will. You know, as you say, and it's like when Adam and Eve went against and took from the tree, that basically started the world of sin from there.
Yes, it did exactly. And
Hmm.
then once that started, that's when everything just went like down south. But then that's when that famous Bible verse, I forget which one, but it says in the book of John when he says that God loved the world so much, he gave his only begotten son to die for the sins of mankind. So I just started realizing and reading and everything. And then I say to myself, how arrogant can I be to be like, oh no, this is false. This isn't real. Like, how am I gonna believe all this? Like, how arrogant and stubborn can I be?
Hmm.
You know? Now I know what it means to be humble and to just repent and to like, I guess, just like check yourself, before you wreck yourself. So who am I to be like, oh no, this is not the son of man. This didn't happen. It's
Is
all.
is it in that sort of mindset that you also kind of abandon alcoholism?
Yes, because I felt like, because I was living life godlessly, just doing whatever it is that I want. And the thing is, I wasn't like rich or anything or an influencer. I wasn't making money like being in Hollywood or whatever, or YouTube wasn't paying me. It was my hard earned money, like going to work, putting in these long hours, 12 hours, 7 days a week, seasonal agriculture, trucking, or agricultural work. I used to work at Wonderful Pistachios. I really liked that job, but I didn't take care of it. Pretty sure I would have been like a lead by then, like some type of supervisor. It was a really great job, that one right there. But yeah, long hours, and then this is my money that I'm making, and then I'm just spending it, just things like that, alcohol, drugs, with friends, gas, money, clothes, fast food, just, and that's the thing,
It's a
just.
cycle, yeah.
Right, just cause like you're just bored at home, so you just wanna like get out and show off that you're out and about spending. And it's fine to do that, but the way how I was doing it was wrong.
Hmm.
Completely wrong. It was just like just cause I was bored, I guess. So then I was like, you know what, I need to get things going, I need to get things interesting. Something that's gonna get my mind off of this. Something that's gonna make me look more productive.
But what does success mean to you?
I feel like success means that literally just starting something from nothing, like literally from the ground up, building like a whole business, a whole empire all by yourself. Like, like if you, like if you're able to like buy your own semi truck, the next thing you know, you have a whole bunch. You know, maybe you get a bank from the loan, but usually people always have help. Whether if it's like with parents, yeah, just parents or friends, or maybe you just happen to have like good credit too, if you have good credit. So just build a business, something that's gonna be resourceful to others in a way
Hmm.
where you get rewarded with cash, because God teaches us that cash is very valuable. It shows you the works that you put in. Like,
Hmm.
it's valuable. Like, you earn cash, and it shows you how hard you work. So when it comes to like gambling and stuff, like you're making money cheap. You're just gonna play a little silly game and see how much you can get back at it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, obviously the Powerball and lottery tickets and scratch offs, those I
That's
hardly,
been big right now.
I never really bought
When you
those.
build the business, when like when is it when you think that you're successful? Like, to what point is success reached?
I
Already?
think when once you start getting bookings, a lot of bookings, to the point I think when you have to buy a second phone for business, and people are just calling you, hey man, I'm gonna need you right here at this event, at this location, at this time, this date. Then you have a calendar, then you just like you're so booked to the point where it's like goodbye to your 9 to 5. You know, goodbye. It's all
But
that stuff.
I know you mentioned like you're like I need to get married and have kids now. Like like with
Yes.
with success with your like family and your kids. Like what does that look like to you?
Oh man, if it were to happen, I would want to get a house out there in Arizona in the high deserts. Go get married in Jalisco, throw a big wedding, invite you guys, invite everybody, invite everyone that I've been promoting. I feel like that is how I see it. But also, like if the wife can be a part of your business in a way, because where I'm from, there's a lot of buddies of mine. They're all they're all Latinos, and they all have like their own semi, and their wife would dispatch them. I feel like that's success, but a lot of success is different from others. It could just
It's just whatever like success looks like to you.
For me,
What
it's
would
more,
you? Yeah, I was gonna ask. What would you say that success looks like for you?
for me, it's the meaning behind like your life, because you gotta look back and have enjoyed life. Because I mean, like a lot of people will like talk back about like 9 to 5s, but then like when you think about it, some of the business owners that I've met, like they're not all that happy. I feel like you find a lot of meaning in the
Right.
way to success. So sometimes
Right.
the real success comes in the path towards the very end of to
right.
what are we doing? Oh, you're gonna.
I
Huh?
told him to come and hop in.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're definitely right, because there are some 9 to 5s out there that I really like, but I was highly irresponsible when I lost them.
Yeah.
It was my fault, so I wouldn't really blame that job. That I wouldn't say that totally sucked. There's some that I wish I still had.
No, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I think that the way to an end goal, you have to enjoy the ride and everything that comes along with life. Like
Right.
sometimes we think too much in the future, and sometimes we get blindsided and not realize like that we're living life right now, and like seeing
Right.
that you gotta make sure that you see that,
Like,
because like sometimes I achieved things in my life, or at least I think,
Right.
and I feel like once I get to them, it's like damn, it's not as I thought. I didn't think, like, I thought it was gonna be way more meaningful, but it was like the way there was better in a way.
Yes, the road to success, very narrow, very dark, very lonely. It's very stiff. You can't really see it, but you just keep going and see the light.
It's there.
And then yeah,
But it just means what it just it means something different for everybody. Like if I had to say what success meant to me, it's gonna be different to you.
yeah, like
to
success
you,
could be
right?
like a car or something. Like one of my friends, she just bought a BMW. Congrats to her, because she would always post it on her story, on her Instagram story. Next thing you know, she got it. And I'm like, that's success. That's like an achievement, an accomplishment. I guess that's what I'm looking at it, to see what have I accomplished. Like from the year 2016 when I graduated high school up until now. It's like, what are my accomplishments? What have I done? How much have I built? How much have I progressed? How much money have I made? Stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I feel like in my career and like where I've been able to achieve, I feel like I've definitely hit a lot of huge milestones, right?
Right.
But I feel like I haven't reached what success is in my mind, because what success would look like to me is having like my mom taken care of, not only being able to support myself but also support those that are around me. Like success to me would be my mom is able to have a home, I'm able to have a home. Apart from that, I'm able to take care of my wife to where if she wants to work, she can work. If she doesn't want to work, she doesn't have to where my kids are going to have something far beyond me, whether I'm here or not, that I'm going to leave some sort of legacy for them, right? And they don't have to worry, to where if we want to go somewhere, I can do whatever I want with whoever I want whenever I want, right? Like I feel like
Yes.
that's
Mikey.
what success would look
Yes,
like
exactly.
to me.
Am I those around you?
You are, you are, and you talked about us being a team and like,
part of it?
right?
No, that's
Yeah,
good. No, that's good. You
yeah,
guys are
no,
a
and
team.
and that's
be
what I
your
want.
opinion?
Like you say, like you said during what would a successful day look like for you? And you mentioned to promoting those around you. So you're not just thinking about yourself, because
Yeah, be more resourceful.
be more resourceful. But I feel like when you can not only take care of yourself but all those around you, I feel like that's when you have true success. Because what is success if you can only enjoy it yourself, right? Like, would you
Yes.
want to be at the dinner table having filet mignon, lobster,
All that
caviar,
good
like,
stuff.
right? But if you're sitting at the table by yourself, like, what does it mean, right? Because it's like, yeah, I can do this by myself, but can any of the people that I want around me do it?
Right, because I do have people around me where it's like they see what I'm doing, and I feel like I gotta bring them up with me, because for them to do their own thing when I'm doing, or it takes a lot of courage, man, and that's what I noticed. Even all these like just successful people, like these YouTubers, they'll have like their buddies from town like with them around
It's
them.
everything's a lot of effort, even for us three. Like we all work hard, and yeah, it feels like it's not enough sometimes. So it's like definitely having a team is the way to
Yes,
go.
it
It's
definitely
definitely the
does
way to go.
help.
I was gonna say, hey, David came in for a reason. Let the man talk.
Okay.
Okay, this one might be easier.
This is gonna. It's because I don't want to cut Luis off.
Oh.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so
These are pretty cool. I like these.
Yeah.
I used to be a truck driver, and back then, like, I was making, like, for me it was a lot of money, right? I was making six figures, between 8 to 10 a month. Uh, Back then, I would drink every single day, like, get home, just drink. I had my kid.
Right.
I'd have her with me, but I was drinking. Like, I had my goals back then were not big. Like, I wanted an Explorer, I wanted a house, I wanted a fucking uh truck for me, drop it, everything. Like, I accomplished everything, but that never made me happy. Like, it didn't make me happy because I kept drinking. I kept drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking.
Yes.
Right? So uh that was, even though I reached all my goals, that was not success. And then I started listening to books, business, sales, stuff like that. And then I started thinking, like, I want to be like the richest person in the world. But then you start thinking, like, does that align with like your goals? Like, because the richest person, like Elon Musk, he has a bunch of kids but never spends time with them. I don't know if he's been divorced. I don't really keep up with him. But, like, is that really the life that I want? And it's not. So success to me, I do want a lot of money, but only because it comes with, like, freedom. Like, I could travel to wherever I want. I could go to
Yes.
Mexico.
Like be financially stable is
Yeah.
like the way how
And
I
like
to
Mikey
label
said,
it.
like, take care of my mom, take care of my dad, like, take care of everybody. My kid, like, if she needs me, like, I could just drop work. Like, my businesses, I want it to run on their own, to where, like, I don't have to be there. Like,
Right,
But
right.
I got a hot take. Does money solve all the problems?
No way, bro.
It solves a lot of problems,
Because
but it also comes with, yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't want the money. I don't want the money because of the money, but because of the freedom that it comes with. So I could go spend time with my daughter, spend time with my mom, like, solve all these problems that I can't solve right now. You know?
It doesn't necessarily solve the problems, but I feel like it speeds things up. Like if whatever it is you're trying to do, like it definitely does come in clutch. Like it really does
It
help.
does. Yeah.
It does help because
like money doesn't fix you being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Money doesn't fix
I know
you being
if-
a good father.
a friend of
Money
mine,
doesn't fix your relationship with God.
right? An older friend of mine told me, "Oh man, if you have money, you'll buy, you'll buy more of it." You know,
What
with
money
them.
does, it magnifies who you are as a person.
100. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say that.
So
you'll-
when I had money, I was an alcoholic. Like, I wasn't, like, as a person,
Like
I was
you'll
not.
want to invite everybody, you know, in
I
a
was
way.
not good as a person back then, and so, like, money just amplified who I was, and I wasn't shit. So, like, I'm starting to change everything. So
Right, like I'll probably go to Lychee Town and invite everybody and get everybody drunk and buy. Right, if I had no, you're right. You're definitely right. It doesn't solve all that.
So success to you is more of fixing.
Well, one, I've been searching. I've been searching for a long time already. I want a relationship with God. I want a better relationship with my family. Like, I just want the freedom to not stress about nothing and spend. Family is everything to me, so I just want to be with my family. Like, take care of them, and like Mikey said, not have them worry about anything.
You're right,
I
because
wanna
when it comes to family, it's like sometimes I feel so shameful to like talk to them because they have all this that they build in me. It's like, so Johnny, what's up with you? Oh no, pues la misma cosa, same old Johnny. You know, in the same spot, in the same position, in the same house, in this. Oh, my mind is just like, oh, come on, man, make things happen, make things pop. You know, so yes, I definitely do want to get close to my family, but show them what have I done, what accomplishments, what are you up to, what are you doing, anything positive, are you part of something now, or have you started something? But eventually, yeah, because you do want to take your family out here and there. Then when you have financial issues, it's kind of hard, kind of like tricky. But at the same time, I can't let it get to me too much because I feel like, oh, I feel like I have no value. So that's one thing too about the money that kind of if you think about it too much, it makes you feel like you have no value as a person, like no character, no morals, like you're just this being just
Yeah, I would say
existing.
don't do that to yourself, because then
Yeah, I was
when
starting to
that
get
same
like that.
mentality, when you take that same mentality to when you do have money, and then you realize that money is not all that, like it's not gonna fix everything, then it
Right.
makes you feel even worse. So it's like something you need
Right.
to fix
Like
early.
right, like this is
Yeah.
proof right here because I didn't even think I was gonna be on here. I just messaged them like, "Hey man, you can I promote you guys?" I'm like, "Yeah, but can we promote you as well?" Like, "Oh no, not me, not me." And then next thing you know, we're here and we're making it happen. But
Hey,
yeah,
and to wrap things up, because we're past probably an hour already.
Yeah.
But you said something about the
yes.
quotables from Andrew Tate. Man, give me another one. Give me another Andrew
Oh,
Tate.
another.
And
Feel like-
I'll go off everybody. I want you guys to mention like your favorite mentor
Oh.
and like a quotable.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Now there, it just came to me. Where he says, "Start to work, start to show God the beauty of His own creation." That one right there, that one really packs a punch.
I like it. I like it. I would say one of my first mentors, and like people probably clown on him a ton, but I give him a lot of credit to success, is actually Ty Lopez. I don't know if any of you
Ty
guys
Lopez, I think
know
I've heard
him.
of him.
He's that guy. He's like, I'm in in my garage with my Lambo, but what's more
Oh.
powerful than this Lambo is these books.
Oh, does he have glasses?
Yeah,
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 and
he does.
he has
He
longer.
does.
Yes, him.
He
He's been I just recently followed them. He had speaking to people at a barn. He was at a barn telling everybody how to be successful. Then he kept promoting a party. Who's coming to the party, y'all? Who's coming to? And then on the comments, everybody was like, "Nice try, Diddy. Nice try." It was completely funny, but no.
yeah, he throws mansion parties and
Yes, I know
stuff like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, no, he's up there too. No, he has a lot of good pointers. I like
Maybe.
him.
But
You
he
wanna go first?
Huh?
he
I like
You wanna
him.
go first, or then?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
hold,
go ahead.
hold
Go
on.
ahead.
So like I was saying,
No, he's a good
was
one. He's up
a
there.
quote by him, or maybe not even a quote, but I remember he used to always preach, and he would say the keys to a good life is health, wealth, love, and happiness. And I feel like I really, really stood by that. And to take it even further into that, I remember I got pretty deep into Tony Robbins, and one thing he said was there's like six things that needs to happen in your life for you to have a fulfilling life. He said every human being's had these four basic needs, right? And it was the first one was certainty. And he's like, God has a sense of humor, so we also need some sort of uncertainty.
Right, like don't be serious all the
Right?
time.
Yeah. And then we also need to be praised and loved, right? To some sort of
Right.
extent. And we also needed to have some significance in our life, right?
Yes.
And if I could go into that a little bit deeper, is if I can remember, we need some sort of certainty in our life where, like, if we didn't know that this floor beneath us was stable, how would we be able to function? We need to have that certainty that at least the ground that we're stable on, that we're standing on, is stable, or else we wouldn't even be able to have this conversation. We'd be worrying about, oh, this floor might fall through right now. Like, how are you going to focus on anything else? At
Right.
the same time, we need some sort of uncertainty in our life, and it's that sort of edginess that we look for, right? It's like, for example, like, we watch movies and things like that because it fulfills both. It's like, let's say we're watching a scary movie. We have uncertainty in what's going to be happening in this movie, but we have certainty that we're safe in it as well. Right. And then what was the third thing I said? The love, right? And like the love that we need from other people. And it's
Yeah,
like we
'cause
need those
we
loved
all,
ones
especially
around
us guys. I feel like we all want to be loved and appreciated. Want to get noticed, especially out in public when you have your nice outfit. You know, see some women walking by, be like, "Oh, did they notice me?" You know, something like that. Or whenever you post on your social media platform, you kind of want it to like,
to
you know,
blow up, because that gives
yes,
you also that fulfills a significance as well.
makes you feel like you're doing something positive, that you posted something great.
And then the other two things that he throws in there is to those are the four basic needs that we need, and we're gonna fulfill them one way or another, right? But the
Yes.
other two things that we need in order to have a fulfilling life is we need to give back, and we also need to
Yes.
keep growing.
Yes, give back. There's
Right.
this. I watched Pirates of the Caribbean. There's just one quote that I was like, "Oh, this is a good one," but no, it's not good. They go, "Cheers." It goes, "Take what you can, give nothing back." I'm like, that was like completely opposite of what you're saying. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. That's just a movie. I'm like,
When,
no, don't
when you're
listen to
drunk,
that.
that's a great quote.
Yeah. I was like no, don't listen to that. That's completely false.
When you're drunk off rum.
Completely. No, completely opposite of what you said.
Alright.
But I hear you. I hear exactly what you're saying.
David, you're quotable.
So
Wow,
going
David.
back a little bit to what we were talking about earlier, Patrick McDavid, he
Ooh, Pat-
has he talks about it a lot, to where every person does not, like, everyone's not supposed to be a business owner, everyone's not supposed to be a CEO. You need to find who you are. Like, sometimes you're better off as a third, fourth person. You bring more value as a third or fourth person than you do as the number one player. Uh, he talks a lot about sports, so I have absolutely no idea who he was talking about. But he gave the example of, like, basketball players. There's a really good basketball player that he's better off, like, as a third or fourth player, and then when he goes to try to be the first, like, best player in the team, he sucks. But when he could assist and he's doing all of this, like, all the assisting stuff in the back end, he's really good and he completes a team. Like LeBron James, he would be like a number one player, and then someone else, like, I don't know, Cook or some, I don't know no
Larry
basketball
Bird,
player.
Pippen,
Yeah, they would be
Pippen.
like a one of the lower players, but they're still good. So basically, learn who you are as a person and be the best you can at that. But my quote that I like, I think it's Andrew Tate, but I'm not sure.
Oh yes,
It's
another agitate one. There's a lot, man, but I
Yeah.
just can't. Oh, I swear, and I watch his videos all the time. I even have my own little highlights. I named it John Tate. So whenever I post Tate, I go right there. So check it out my Instagram right there.
Johnny Tate. Johnny
So
Tate.
I don't know if it's him or not, but the quote is, "You become a man the moment you realize there's no one coming to save you."
Yes,
I love
exactly.
that. Yeah.
That's dope. And me, I don't really have a quotable, but to me, the wisest and the smartest person I've ever seen and actually met in person was Jordan Peterson. And I feel like just to simplify him, which you can't because he's like pretty
Well,
complex.
Jordan Peterson, like you met him?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson,
He's
the man.
really heavy on the Bible. Like he
Yeah.
took out a movie called The Gospels where they sit down in a big old, like, look like The Incredibles, like that big
Through
old
Life
tape.
Wire, yep.
Yes, and
Yep,
they were,
yep.
dude, oh, that guy, he knows exactly. Like, there was a video, an interviewer told him some questions. They were like, what is it? Forgot what the question was. He goes, how would you like to be remembered as a person? He was like, to be honest. He goes, what do you do? Like, what's your goal or your mission? And then he goes, to not be stupid. And then he said one thing too, that he was like, find something that's really dumb about you. Something that you think that's so stupid that you just sitting down in your bed, sitting down in your bed, thinking to yourself, what is so stupid about me that I need to fix right now? Like, just fix it and everything will fall into place. No, that's he's way up there.
Because if you
He's like way up there too.
his message is pretty much you have the ability to be better, so try your hardest to be better. You have the opportunity every day, and
Yes,
since I started, before I was religious, I would always be bumping my head in between my realities, which was like trying to pursue the truth, but it always clashes with other things. And he was one of the first ones that I came across, and I was like, I remember being furious because I was like, oh, this guy is like, he's right. I can't, and I had no option. I had no option but to listen, and and since then, like I spent like probably over 10 to 20,000 hours watching a lot of his stuff, all his stuff, and it's just like since I adapted that same sort of school of thought of trying to be better and following the truth and perfection. Yeah, because I feel like I've been able to figure most of my life out.
Right, because he follows the Bible. He's really heavy on the Old Testament. He reads it, so he's like highly successful.
But not only that, but it's like he's the one in the world that bridged science and religion. He did that in our times, and so for me, and he has pushed like the intellectual boundaries in certain ways. I mean, he's definitely like
very well known.
Yeah, #1 educational podcast on YouTube. Like that dude is like, it's just next level, man.
Like I remember I went to this retreat, and it's crazy because this moment stuck with me. And there's always a battle between science and religion, right? And I remember I was in this amphitheater, and they were giving a presentation, and they said, "Okay, we're gonna bridge the gap." They said a lot of this. How the universe was created, it goes back to the Big Bang Theory, right? What was the Big Bang Theory? It was that in this huge vacuum space, two particles collided and created the universes, like created everything, right? And they said, what are the odds of those two particles hitting each other? And they actually gave the term Google. What is Google? If you look at Google, when you do a Google search at the bottom, it goes GOO, like with all the page results, right? Google is almost like don't quote me, but it's almost an infinite number. So what are the odds that these two particles, it's basically an infinite number. There's really no, so who made that happen? God made that happen. Because how else were these two particles going to hit each other and create what we're sitting in now?
You know what we should do? Have an episode where it's just a discussion about God. Because I just based on that statement alone, we could go another hour, dude.
Yes, I feel like God gave the spark. I feel like the Big Bang was like the spark, but God made the Big Bang. Just so we have something to talk about, just something, just to talk, just
like open discussion.
Yeah.
I know we've definitely gone all over with this podcast, but any final thoughts, bro? Anything you want to say that right now you have a chance to your viewers? Because hey, we've been seeing you crushing it, bro. I mean,
Thank you.
when you messaged us, I remember I showed these guys.
I'm sorry about that.
No. Just the first time. Just the first time you messaged us, you had just put out that video with Brenda with her nail salon.
Oh yes.
Right? And from there, I mean, dude, we've seen you all over the place, and you've been crushing it, man. So what would you like to say to your supporters, the people that look after you, the people that have given you an opportunity to promote?
Well, I just want to say thank you to all you guys. Honestly, like I don't really like prep or anything. I just have like a caption ready to go if it works out, and then once I'm there, we just make it happen. I just ask the simple questions, and then, like I said before, I actually have something that's in my phone. Can I?
Yeah, pull it out. Yeah, pull it
Where's
out.
my phone at right here? I just want to read it. I literally wrote it down.
Let's make it less crowded right here.
This is exactly what I want to say.
After this, we're gonna set up the camera so he can do the famous
Yeah,
Grizzly.
we need the JonnyJon.
So basically, what I would say to anybody who's watching this is like, if you have a plan, if you have like an idea, go for it. The longer you wait, the more you'll start to doubt your plan, and then you'll want a second opinion. Once it happens, it's all over. Like that's how broken dreams form. This is your plan, not theirs. This is your life, so apply it. This is your life. Apply it to yourself. This is your plan and ideas, so apply it to your life, not to theirs. And then my favorite thing that I always say at the end is, don't let anything stop you, And don't let anybody walk and talk all over you. I always say that. I like saying that.
Amen.
Because, don't let nobody just push you around or whatever. Don't get bullied. Because, we're adults already. There's even bullying at work, too. Like, getting bullied at work is really, really tough, man. It sucks. Because this is your livelihood. This is what you need to, pay your bills and stuff. So, yeah, don't let anybody walk and talk all over you guys. Seriously, if you have an idea, shoot for the stars. Sky's the limit. It really doesn't matter what people think. Not to sound too dark, but we're all gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
Eventually, one of these days. But yeah, so just go for it.
Yeah, man. Well, I'd say we have a lot to relate on just because we are a new podcast.
Yes.
We have only been doing this for a small amount of time, and we have grown and we have seen a little bit
I like
of the industry.
It's called the Grizzly Talk or Grizzly.
Just Grizzly Talk.
Oh, Grizzly Talk.
Grizzly
Not
Talk.
Yeah. Grizzly Talk podcast.
Yeah, that's us, man. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Guys, JonnyJon, Grizzly Talk us.
JonnyJon, you're the man, bro. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you so much.
And thank you guys for tuning in.
Let's go.
Till next time.